Ah, después la azúcar.
Good roll.
No importa.
All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
It's nice to see you again!
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event.
Hola.
Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a rehearsals are exhausting. Mr. Zubair, Armin.
But we've been to a lot of festivals during our event. Will your celebration?
Of course.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. Treat others how you want to be treated, but maybe you could lend Paimon some...
It's fine. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Is something up?
Yeah, but for now, I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there, all I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we managed to...
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when compared to you. I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside...
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa, did you buy all of this?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before...
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him.
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our... Well, let's hurry up and grab...
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilou!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. And this is Paimon, his super...
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, travel.
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of...
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such... Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you did...
I was joking. Who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all... Oh, that reminds me.
What a fantastic idea! Mr. Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious.
But is it really just for the...
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good...
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat...
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I baked a lot just now, and it's all packed.
You made so much.
It was nothing. Making one... Don't worry about it. What? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Paimon's starting to understand how you got so many things.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things.
Jute said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat nuts. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a sumpter...
You've tested?
But of course! How else could I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious prop.
True.
Ho ho!
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you...
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can... Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. My philosophy is that our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of material.
Wow,
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache.
There's still one more store. Are you all right holding on to that much stuff?
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. Weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about...
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Not...
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! I really think we should wear some of these to give the event...
Wow, it's beautiful.
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making... Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can...
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I was...
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind...
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair.
You're so obvious that even Nilu...
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get... Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Strength and balance are both really important for a dance.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep...
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely...
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course! Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always... Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize... That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by help...
Oh, that actually makes...
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other... Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Hey there!
Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about...
You, on the other hand... How would you describe the mere curiosity is all? So that's what unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but is art a product that we create and bring forth? I, for one, believe it to be... I've been staying here for a long time. I prefer to abstain from writing as the existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art.
How does that have anything?
Let me ask you this. To chance of art is already all around us.
Hey there. My name is Ray. The little ones causing a ruckus. They always get really excited. Yes, they are. There's good work. I'm quite content.
You mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. My husband and material struggle, but I still can...
Sorry for bringing...
Oh, it's all... Once the event starts...
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't... Ah, I see. I'm just,
Is that
No. It's just... sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an odd... Oh, well, Look! Nilu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Take it easy.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to, so we've successfully removed the doctor from the...
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination to avoid alerting the quarry. They will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait, you mean that's...
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I get...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu!
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbed.
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, but you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? You mean... you also wanted to...
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, Are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're serious? I can't believe my ears. You... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru.
That's right!
I must admit that but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my...
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally...
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome!
Well said.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go...
Okay.
Yep, good night.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand. Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do that. I didn't do that great of a job. And who would even...
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love...
I'm still...
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give your... There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that.
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath. If you don't say anything.
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually... Yeah, but it looks like...
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before...
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present for missing...
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous... You've worked on it for so long.
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebrate...
What a condescending guy!
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to... As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the
Why?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued...
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now I suddenly only have... We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances, by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand, or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. Let me tell you. Even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father...
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not wrap everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out...
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would...
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the... Is what that guy said true? The academia has already...
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always... Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with... I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right? Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to... Or we could go through a list of customers...
A debate? Huh.
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold...
I see. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win again? Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at argue. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work.
Thanks, you All right. Even though I may fail?
That's our new...
Okay. Let's head back and...
Trying to best the academia in a debate is... If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilu's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilu. If you need my help, just anything is better than just standing aside and watching.
I'm also pitching it. Thank you, everyone.
Not to rain on your parade. But my father, he's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and You all already knew that. But you just didn't want... When all's said and done, aren't you?
That's enough, Ina.
Sorry, I ruined... I just can't force myself to expect a positive...
Yeah! It's way too early to...
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might, but I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. Say what's on your mind, and do it. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I hope...
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan? You can still get in touch with your family.
Yes.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, but since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather I by myself definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father.
Right.
That's right, Miss...
Beat the bad guy! Justice will...
Make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouraging words.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway...
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilu. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and... I can't do that?
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of... I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some...
Sorry. If the theater really ends up...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like what...
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of Look at us now. Serene and Abi are... He was thrilled because we wouldn't be...
Are you trying?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important... I can choose to believe. Similarly, good and bad are...
You have a point.
Nilu, you don't have to be so...
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste... I feel a lot better.
Good.
Inaya was right. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. After all,
I'd be a terrible person if she knows better.
Paimon doesn't really want...
So, you've already developed some prejudices again.
Oh, Paimon...
Although, what do you...
We probably... I don't know. Does that count as...
You answered him...
No. Nilu's the meaning of art. In other words, this is something that I once pursued the mastery of art. However, I found that I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater.
It was that...
Everyone here had, in all honesty...
Hey!
But what bewildered me was how I realized I left the so-called art will no longer... If art cannot...
When you put it that way, Mr. Zubair and I were, to put it simply,
I once stood in the spotlight. I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilu, you already stand. You cannot give it up.
I understand.
Dust the cob...
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually...
No one's allowed...
Watch out, Mr. Big...
Mr. Zubair.
It won't be I have I did all of that to protect our... Yes. If I can't even... In summer, as long as you do...
All right.
While you... Once you're done...
Do we really have...
Right now, Nilu, with your
I've never thought... I also want to...
You're becoming more... Do your best.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while.
Hey!
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30...
What the heck? That came with...
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full...
Mine too! So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's...
Yeah, something.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They...
Don't worry. Everyone here
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone... They don't believe that?
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate...
Gotta show them who has the people.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place.
Today's the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him. Sounds good. Inaya should also be back soon.
Hello, you two.
What about you all?
Naturally. It's crucial to dissipate any tension before...
The only thing you're doing...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology technology could let the sages imprison even...
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside.
So, how are we...
Don't forget, today is Nagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages in core academia, all the Darshans when the Grand Sage leaves his office to... Well, yes. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing...
Everyone should be in position. All that's left...
Let's go. Yes. Were you...
Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you...
Is that so? The sages search for you, a blonde-haired traveler, outside. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you.
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct...
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the
What the heck just happened now?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep... Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Tevat.
There are a lot of students students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with just act natural. Now,
What's this platform for?
it's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer.
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nyagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle You seem to know quite a bit about our If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do... Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser lords care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the Academia. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to...
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like they're really...
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking...
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some... Oh, that reminds me. Here's the It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Haytham! So you're... We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would as it is Neagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your date, to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable...
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this. Your ploy was to sacrifice...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50...
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, that, if I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Neagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then, as for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
Even if you
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its art.
So flight is turned to fight at law. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbahade Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham, what are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it would...
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confined...
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the Sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the Sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their...
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from... Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they'd locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Windblade!
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Hmm.